Out here again, knocking. Week in, week out. Gotta keep persevering, man. Elephant and Castle. Anyways, gotta get on with the business. Allah Shaja Yahweh, Hashem Adon Upon Yahweh Mashiach, Hashem Rabban Kodash, and double honors to the great Muslim apostle before. Of course, the intention today is to preach today, and of course, still bring out a lesson too, which really is about Esau's kingdom fading away. You know, as the wickedness in this world, Esau's kingdom increases, we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is also decreasing the power of Esau Edom, as upon the other nations as well. That's the thing. So, we'll just get straight into it. Very hot day today. Very hot. So, it says there, chapter 24, verse 1, it says, Behold, the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, maketh the earth empty, and maketh it a waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. So that's pretty much the time of instability to come as well. That's one way you can perceive it. And the time to come as Esau's kingdom falls down, as these pestilences come by, the economies fall down, GDPs of countries going down, and all this instability comes by. That's the thing, these economies will fall, pestilences come by, and eventually that's when we come into this serious situation where it says Yahweh Hashem Yahshua maketh the earth empty. And really, if you think about it, after the nuclear missiles of World War III, that's when this earth is actually going to be quite empty. There's not going to be as much people as there are right now. That's what it's going to be. So, it says, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. Of course, Esau's kingdom means, if you actually pertain to this precept right here, it means when Esau's kingdom is turned upside down, that's pretty much the downfall of it. That's simply what it is. So verse 2, it says, And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, and as with the lender, so with the borrower, and with the taker of usury, so with the giver of the usury to him. Verse 3, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has spoken this word. Verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. So of course we're coming into a time where people are going to be put in great discomfort. A lot of discomfort is going to be upon this earth, man. A lot. As things right now, Jake don't want to get right. Right now, as we're warning Jake, the thing is Jake refuses to get right. Having that rebellious spirit, The thing is, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua did say it's going to make our heads hard against theirs. It says in, I think, Ezekiel chapter 3, Brother, you're an Israelite, one of the chosen people of the Most High. So come back to him, man. See, as I said, perfect example right there. You try and preach to them, they're not willing to listen. That's why, always remember 2/3 are greater than 1/3. Anyways, going back to the topic though, as Esau's kingdom fades away, the point being is, obviously as something wears away, I might even name it Esau's kingdom is wearing away. It's the same thing. If something is wearing away or fading away, the point is that, of course, the thing is breaking down slowly. For example, if you look at a coastline, you know, and you got water as well, it's near the shore, near the water, of course, the thing is slowly over time, that water is going to make that erosion process to happen. For you brothers who may have done, you know, geography class back in the day, for primary school, secondary school, high school or junior school, whatever you guys call it in America, you guys may have done geography. I know you would have been taught that erosion happens in the coast, you know, in the coastlands really. Which is why, you know, the land starts to wear away, and that's erosion. So, the same way of which a land, the coastline is eroded, it's the same way Esau's kingdom is also going to be eroded too. You know? All these things by little. It's a step-by-step type of process. So of course, it's according to Yahweh Shem Yahshua's plan. Let me get back to the reading. Isaiah chapter 24 verse 5 says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. And that's simply why the Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to make this earth empty, meaning he's going to destroy it, he's going to bring upon it destruction, and that's going to be judgment upon the earth. And that's pertaining to the wicked. Of course, start with the Israelites, and of course from Israelites, then it's going to be everyone else, Esau, Edom specifically too, because he's going to get his portion of the judgment to come too. He's going to get a very big portion. If you really think about it, it's going to be slavery. That's the thing, for 1,000 years. Then that's when after those 1,000 years, that's when Esau is going to get put down as a nation. Now let's continue on. Back in the book of Exodus, when Moses was commanded by Yahweh to go into Israel in order to save them, you know, collect them from Pharaoh's hand, you see each of the plagues that Yahweh Shem Yahshua put upon the land as a sign as well as the wearing away of the Egyptian kingdom. Same way right now, different plagues may happen. That's going to be seen as the erosion of this kingdom too. This kingdom is getting plagues, you know, year by year, month by month. At the same time, you know, Esau has his own agenda to push out too, you know. The thing is, it's ultimately by Yahweh Shem Yahshua's will that all these plagues are coming out. So, the time to come, when Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to bring even more plagues, you can see it as an erosion process, increasing more and more, to the point of which it don't exist no more. It's pretty much Esau's kingdom not existing. Non-existent. Of course, that's going to be when Yahushua, that transition is going to happen. You know, when Yahushua comes down with the elect, the Aaron's will be part of it as well. That's going to be that transition from one kingdom into another, from Esau's kingdom into another. And that's the thing. Right now, obviously, Esau has it. The heathen nations, they still got a little bit as well. You know, you still got Ishmael, he's still spreading his power. You still got Ishmael spreading his power. You know, people think that he's the one who's next in terms of religious influence. You know, he's the one pretty much getting into Jake's head right now as well. But realistically, if you think about it as well, they're serving the idol anyway. So it's a falsehood that they're serving. And of course, they're gonna get their lot as well, their judgment too. You know, for promoting that idol to Jin. Anyway. Yeah, man. The point being is, same way Egypt had those plagues and the Pharaoh's system, Pharaoh's kingdom was weakening, it's the same way this kingdom is going to be weakened with each plague and pestilence as well. So, of course, this is why, if you really think about it, why would he then invent? No, it's not. Let me try to find the scripture on it. I've got a scripture on it. Today's heat, it's a different type of heat. It ain't the usual. Let me get it. Time I can't complain because winter's coming in. Might as well get the sun that I can. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 20. For the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not in word, but in power. And of course we know in the time to come as these prophecies come out too. As Esau's kingdom, it's prophesied, it's written within the word that Babylon's going to fall. The thing is, and also from that fall alone, then the kingdom of Yahushua is going to come as well. That's the thing. It's also going to be in power. The Akim, coming out here in the highways and byways, preaching, making videos to uplift the brothers and teach the brothers too. Of course, that's all power, man. That's all about the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the thing. Esau as well, with his kingdom, if you really think about the way he goes, he pretty much goes with the way of influence too. When they're trying to explain it. So the way you got to negotiate to get something. But at the same time, that's the way Esau goes. He tends to use words and influence and negotiation to get things done. And also bribery being the key word. That's the thing. I think I'm going off topic. The point being is, the king of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in power. It's not just in word. It's not in word, but it's in power. And of course, we're going to see that flourishing power as well in time to come. Yahweh Shem Yahushua bestows his men, his servants with spiritual power, and of course, power to heal, power to bestow destruction upon Esau's kingdom. And again, it's a lot. Just checking if it's still recording, innit? what was that episode? But yeah, the point being is it's empowerment. It's all by the power of Yahweh Shimei Shai that we're out here preaching the downfall of Esau's kingdom, preaching, and I'm still able to keep preaching as well with Esau Eden. You know, anytime you can roll up on us and take us